Yeah, big game for us on Tuesday. It's the next game on the schedule, but it's also against a quality opponent that we have nothing but respect for. They're very, very well coached, and they have great players. Nevada basketball has a plan. They've got a blueprint. They take high-quality transfers from around the country, combined with really good high school and junior college recruiting and great coaching staff. So there's a reason why they're one of the only undefeated teams left in college basketball. There's a reason why they're a team that, in my opinion, should be in the top 25. There's a reason why they've already got 4 road wins, which has to be the top in college basketball at this point in the year to already have won on the road 4 times. So it's a great opportunity for our guys to play against a quality opponent, somebody that we fully expect will be in the NCAA tournament here in a few months. We got a lot of things we got to get done in this game to have a chance to win against one of the top teams in the country, in my opinion, Nevada. One of those, I agree, would be to try to get off to a good start. You know, basketball is a 40-minute game. Get off to a bad start. Sometimes no matter how well you play in that last 37 or 36 minutes, it doesn't matter because there's ways to win the game early, there's ways to lose the game early. I thought maybe one of the things in the Seton Hall game, getting down 2-9, wasn't good.
We'll go to Austin here, back right.
What kind of unique challenges number 24 present to you where he's their leading rebounder, but he also takes shots from the perimeter, stuff like that?
Yeah, Caroline's a good player. He was an all-conference player at Nevada last year. He's their best returner. He's what those of us in college basketball like to call is like an undersized kind of player. But that's a sign. That's a word of respect. That's not a disrespect. There's guys in the NBA like that. Off the top of my head, we had a great one here in Andre Emmett, one of the best players that ever played at this school. Coach Ogden was talking this morning about P.J. Tucker, who played at Texas, who's in the NBA still. Caroline's in this category. He's a mismatch nightmare. He's quicker than most big guys, and he's stronger and more physical than most smaller guys. So I've been very fortunate in my career to coach these kinds of players. So I think I understand what we're getting into with him. We don't have one guy on our roster that can guard him one-on-one, so we'll have to play team defense on him. But I have nothing but respect from watching him play in the film room.
Go to the back.
Coach, when you have a mid-major team like this in Nevada, but plenty of guys who have played on the big stage, Caroline, the Martin brothers at NC State, what kind of challenge does it present when a team comes in and they've played in these type of big games, they've played against this type of competition, and they've excelled at that level?
Yeah, the biggest challenge in this game is the fact that Nevada has really good players and they've got a great coach. And that's the reason why they're one of the most, highly talked about teams in that conference right now and really in college basketball. They're a top 25 team. They've won 4 road games. So there's all sorts of challenges in this game. The whole idea of mid-major and high-major I've never really understood. I've been on both sides of this. I just know good basketball and good teams at every level. But in my opinion, Nevada's really not a mid-major. They play in a high-major conference. They have really good players. They have a great coach. So I think Nevada is a team that could play in the Big 12. I think Nevada is a team that could beat anybody in the country.
Go to Sean in the middle.
Coach, talk to us how practice went and how this team, in your mind, did they completely flush that loss out of the system? Or are they doing the things in practice that you want to see going up in preparation for Nevada?
Well, I hope it's not completely flushed away. It's the whole idea in competition is to learn from your mistakes and just continue to get better. It's like my daughter takes a math test and she makes 7 of them right and 3 of them wrong, and that means she would get a 70. And then the next week when you get to retake the test, what do you study? Do you study the 7 that you got right, or do you study the 3 you got wrong? I think we all understand how to get better. As a part of getting better is embracing your mistakes, embracing the things that you could have done better and continuing to learn from them. So I hope that our guys never forget about the Seton Hall loss, just like I hope they never forget about when we played well against other teams. And so with our team, though, we have a certain level of professionalism. We've got 5 seniors in NOREN. So we got guys that have been around. So we're not going to be a team that ever gets too high. I think that you saw that when we had some success against maybe Boston College. We were ready to play the next day against Northwestern. But I also think you're going to see a team that we're not going to get too low either. We're in the Big 12. This is a grind. We don't expect to win every game. As much as I would like to, and as much as I'm wired like that, as much as I think there's a way to win every game, I also understand competition at this level. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have losses. And so, it's time to bounce back, and I'm confident our players understand that as well.
And, Coach, talk to us about how the freshmen are able to give such a positive lift to when some of the seniors aren't shooting as well, being able to come in and give that spark, and then that leads on to additional scoring from the seniors and other players.
There's two things going on with our young guys. Number one, they're talented players. You know, it doesn't matter if you're 18 or 21. It matters whether you can dribble, pass, and shoot and defend and are disciplined enough to work on your game every day. Like, at what point do these guys not become freshmen? They played a lot of minutes in 7 games. Like, a month from now, will we still be talking about freshmen? Eventually, you just guys say, hey, Culver, Morrow, Z, these are good players. And so I really don't look at it as the freshman deal anymore. And also, the second thing that's going on is our older guys are allowing these guys to play with confidence and to play their roles. Like, you know, like Keenan Evans is a big deal of what's going on right now with Culver and Z. And Zach is taking Z under his wing. Justin Gray has done an unbelievable job with leadership. You know, Justin's numbers right now on a stat sheet might not look like typical Justin Gray numbers. It's early in the season. I have a lot of confidence in Justin, but I promise you, Z and Culver are getting big-time leadership on a day-to-day basis from Justin Gray behind the scenes. So these are all the things that go on in good teams.
We'll go to Ben in the back left there.
What's your focus defensively, keying in on number 10 for them, Caleb Martin?
You know, I don't know. It's Sunday at 2 o'clock. I got to figure this out by Tuesday at 7, but he's a great player. He scores at all 3 different levels. He can drive the ball to the basket. He can shoot the mid-range, or he can shoot the 3. He shoots a great percentage. He has more assists than turnovers. Plays for a great coach that puts him in great positions, and he's a confident player. And he gets to hoop with his brother every day. You know, how cool is that? So I don't know how we're going to stop him, but I'm going to try to figure it out by Tuesday.
Go to Jeff over here on the right.
Coach, you talked about Seton Hall having pros on the floor, and we definitely saw that. Does Nevada have pros on the floor?
Yeah, last year they had a player that's playing in the NBA right now, and they'll continue to do that. That's why they're so good. Just the eye test. I'm just getting started. I've watched every game, but now I got to go back and start watching them again stuff. But I think they've got, you know, 2 or 3 guys that would be in the conversation of NBA, and then every guy on their team is going to play at the next level and play basketball and feed their families. They're just a good team. They're older guys. They're transfers. This coach has a plan. You know, successful people have a plan. And it's very obvious to me that Coach Musselman has a plan, and he's executing it. We have nothing but respect for them. I'm excited about playing this game. I got into coaching to play and to coach at the highest level. You know, I enjoy trying to compete with Coach Kruger and Coach Self. I don't know if I enjoy it during the game, but I enjoy the idea of the competition, and this is what it's all about, man. And so right now, early December, we get a chance to play in one of these games. It's a Big 12 game to me. Nevada's really good.
Back to Carlos in the front.
Coach, just going back to the bench scoring, I know your plan kind of early on was to have that deep kind of, you have the rotation guys and all that. In previous teams, you've had that before. So I guess how important is it for you just to be able to know that you can kind of take out guys, you can kind of give them a rest, and they know that there's going to be a high-level player kind of coming after them?
Well, it means everything to us. It's again, we've been talking about Nevada's plan. We got a plan, and we believe in depth. We believe in playing maybe more guys than you do, and so our guys can play harder when your guys get tired. You know, we don't think we're better than anybody. I've never said that our guys play harder than your guys, but what I have said over time is, you know, maybe if my guys are playing less minutes than your guys, then on the course of the game, maybe we can play harder down the stretch. So that's just kind of our plan. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I thought in the Seton Hall game, I thought that they looked like they were more fresh and their guys played more minutes than us. That's a problem. We're trying to fix that. But, yeah, certainly depth. It's not a secret. We want to be a team that plays 8, 9 guys, and we want to have that 10th and 11th guy that are ready when we need them and are unselfish guys that are playing for their future. So this year's team, you know, it appears we got a chance. It's early. We'll see what happens, but I think depth could end up being one of our positives.
We'll stay in the middle behind Carlos.
Coach, can you talk about NOREN Sodiase's play so far? 12 rebounds last game. He really seems like a new player this year.
Yeah, it's just, again, I'll talk about Norrance anytime somebody asks. I'm proud to be Norrance's coach. It's a guy that's overcome a lot of adversity, 2 major injuries. A lot of guys wouldn't even be playing college basketball, not alone at this level with what he's been through. Big-time person, positive, has a great family. He's a winner. Big-time person off the floor, on the court. And with his basketball game, which maybe we don't talk about enough because we're always talking about what a good guy he is, he's just a really good player. You know, he has a chance to be a dominant rebounder. He rebounds the ball at a high level. Somebody's going to pay him money one day to rebound the ball for them. And then offensively, he's just getting better. And then defensively, he just competes. And so Norrence is a great player. We missed Norrence on last year's team, and we're really fortunate to have him back this year.
Go to Chessa in the back.
So, Coach, you said it earlier. You want to win every game. Obviously, that's not normal in men's basketball, college basketball, period. But do you think maybe this loss to Seton Hall kind of came at the right time to kind of learn from it early in the season before conference play?
I'd much rather learn lessons after wins. I've never really bought into that deal, you know, like, well, maybe we should lose a game right now. I'm not wired like that. You know, when I was playing junior high football, I'll never forget this. We have like a 3 or 4 tough game streak left, and we're in the locker room one day, and the coach stands up, and he says basically like, hey, here's what we got left. We got, I think it was 3 road games and 1 home, playing against the other good team in the district or whatever. And it's basically like, hey, guys, look, man, we gotta win 3 of our next 4, and we'll have a chance to win the title. And I never forget, as a kid sitting there 12 years old or whatever, I thought that was bullshit. So my coach is telling me we need to lose one of the games, and I voiced that opinion with not very good vocabulary, which is my fault, not my mom and dad's. I was raised better than that. But then I got up real early the next morning and ran and got disciplined and all that. But then circling back, you know, I still stand by my comment today. I don't think you should ever say, let's lose a game or let's win our home games and split on the road. I'm just not wired like that. There's a way to win every game. And so, you know, on Tuesday night, Nevada's going to try to win this game, and we're going to try to win this game. And that's just kind of how I'm wired. But I respect the question, and you hope that your guys learn from defeat just like you learn from victory.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, we had a guy named Ashton Scott that we gave the ball to, and he scored every time he touched it. We had a quarterback, Mark Bell, that couldn't pass, but he could run. We had a lineman, Dusty Moats, that ended up being a country music star. We had a good team. Junior high football.